right here, then carry on watching, because this was created using Aldi products. Yes, Aldi products. Not a full face, I didn't get a foundation, I just got what they had on the shelves and grabbed it. It was Aldi and they sell out super fast. If you like these types of videos, please hit the like button, comment down below and subscribe. It really helps me out, guys. And if you want to continue watching this video, then let's jump right to it. So guys, that is eyebrows done off camera. I use the Makeup Revolution Pro Dip Brow Pomade. I've not got a full face of Aldi makeup. I just got what they had available in store. I think I was quite lucky because they don't really have a lot in my Aldi. We've got enough to get the bare bones of it done. I'm only going to twin the Aldi makeup with affordable makeup. It's only fair that we're putting affordable makeup on the face. We're not twinning it with anything, you know, like mega expensive or anything like that. You know, let's get a full face of affordable makeup here and use as much Aldi products as we can. Also use the Aldi moisturiser. I do love this. This is the Rejuvenate Day Cream and it's got SPF 30 in it. It's lovely thick consistency. I really like it. It smells really nice as well. So, you know, that's one to pick up. It's, I'm not sure how much it is, but it's less than £10. I think it's like £5.99, £6.99, something like that. So that is one to get. Let's jump right into this makeup. So I'm going to put my little cat ears on that I got from Shop Me Say, my Shop Me Say haul. If you've not checked that out, please go and check it out on my channel. Eyebrows done, and I'm going to tidy them up with a bit of concealer, and this is the Radiant Concealer, and I chose the Creme shade. So let's get this bad boy open. So I can't remember how much a lot of this stuff was, and I haven't got my receipt with me, but I will try and find it and link it down below. But this looks like the NARS concealer. Packaging looks like the NARS concealer. Comes in a nice little box. Let's have a look at the consistency on this, shall we? Doesn't smell bad, that was a plus. Doe Foot 1 there, and we've got a consistency right there. It's quite a nice colour, that. They didn't have a lot of colours, they just had this in like a much darker shade, but I think that is going to suit me quite nicely. So I'm going to take some of that and I'm going to tidy up my eyebrows and do a base on my eyelids with that. So let's get that going. It's not mega thick. It's definitely not as thick as the NARS. I mean, if anybody wants me to do like a dupe test for anything that I've got that, you know, that Aldi is trying to look like, we can do that. Just click a comment down below. We'll take a look. We'll do like a comparison test side by side. But that is quite nice so far, and it is quite a nice match to me. I say they only had that one and then a darker one. They don't generally have a lot of the cosmetic products in my local Aldi, even though it is quite a big Aldi. So either that or they just sell out so fast because they are very popular at the moment. It does oxidise and it goes a very pinky colour. I've just put a little bit more on the back of my hand there. Don't know if you can see. You can see the colour difference, which is fine for me, but for somebody else that might affect what they're doing. My eyebrows were just a nightmare to do today as well. You know, one's higher up, one's thicker. You know, when you just have days where eyebrows just don't want to play ball. I mean, you know, they're meant to be sisters, not twins, but they don't even look like they're related at the moment. So let's bob a little bit on the lids. Doesn't bring a lot out onto the wand. I don't know whether that's good or bad for some people. I mean, stops you overusing the product, I suppose. And I'm just going to bounce that in with my beauty blender. This is clean, this is a stain. That looks quite nice. And there's not a mass amount of coverage. Covered up some of my vein. It's setting a half decent base. And you can still see I've got a little bit of veiny eyelid. But it's not half bad for a concealer that costs less than £5. So yeah, I think those look nice. It's a nice little base. It's not a heavy coverage or anything like that. I did only use a little bit. But, you know, that's a nice little base and that's tidied my eyebrows up nicely. Made them look a little bit more like sisters. So guys, onto the eyeshadow palette. Now they had 3 of the Lacura palettes, but I didn't need 3. I was just going to be testing out one, so here it is. I've had a quick look at this. I've opened it and had a quick look. Can anyone guess what it's trying to look like? So, let's get it out of the box. This is the Naturals Intense by Lacura. So that is the packaging there. So this looks exactly like the Naked 2 and 3 packaging. It is identical. However, I have my Naked Heat palette here. The packaging isn't the same, but this is the Lacura and this is the Naked palette. So, can anybody see what they're trying to do there? So, again, if anybody wants me to do like a dupe test, the concealers, the packaging is very much like the NARS. This literally colours they're trying to go for the Naked Heat comparison video. If you want to see that, just comment down below. We can do that, not a problem. So I went for the more warm tone palette. There was a cool tone palette that had like some silvers and things, but this was much more me, so this is what I went for. Get your little brush with it, as always. Little two-ended brush, very much like the Urban Decay, and we've got our lovely colours here. So should we swatch a couple of these? Let's go for Catrice, Brick and Plum. This and this colour right here. Let's have a little swatch of those. They look quite nice. The palette was £5.99, so quite impressed with that. They look really nice. Let's see what we can create here, shall we? My intention is to go for a more muted look, but knowing me, it's not going to happen. We're going to go for something a bit more intense, but who cares? I'm not going to use the brush that come with it. I never use those brushes really. Should do really, I suppose. I'm going to take my Morphe B84 and I'm going to do a crease colour. I think I'm going to go with Toffee, and that's not one that I swatched. Let's give it a quick swatch, shall we? See, that's not a bit patchy, a bit of fallout, but that's quite nice. So let's go with that little swirl, tap off. Let's just start by packing it through there. So the second swirl was what got me my colour. A little bit of a wipe motion there. Okay, so that is that. I didn't have to dig a lot on that first little brush stroke. I didn't think it was going to do anything, but one more swirl. Whether they've got like a little coating on the top or something like that, I don't know. They don't feel like they have, but you know, some products do. But I think that colour is really nice. Let's deepen the outer crease before we go in with a transition, because sometimes I feel you just need to blend crease colour out before you go in with a transition. So I'm going to take this defined crease brush, because this Makeup Geek one, because I really find this really good for the outer creases. So I took Toffee. They say what would be a bit more muted, so I might take, let's have another look at this Catrice. Don't know whether that looks too similar to that. Let's look at Brick again. They do feel quite creamy. See, that is more deep, so I think I'm going to go in with Brick. Give that a little swirl, a little tap off, and just, that is doing nothing there. See, I think if I'd have gone with that lighter colour, that Catrice, that had just blended right into the toffee colour. There's a lot of kickback. There's a bit of fallout on the pan. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I feel like that is not doing a lot at all. Oh, there we go. Really having to build it. I really did have to build that up a lot. There was quite a lot of fallout on those, especially this eye that I did start with and have to build up quite a bit. What I might do is I might try it with this fluffy brush here. This is a Luxe 231 small tapered blending brush. I'm just gonna go in with that and see, because the detail brush usually does it for me. But you know, all trial and error. That's better. That's nice, like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this out a little bit at the top here and do a nice transition colour. What I think I'm going to do for that is I'm going to try Halo, and if that disappears because it's quite light, I'm going to go in with Latte. So let's just swatch both of those guys next to each other. I'm running out of arm now. I don't know if to go straight in with Latte. Look at those there. I mean, those swatches, they're really nice for a £5.99 palette. So I'm going to go in with Halo. Let's see how that comes off. Because we've already got a nice colour there we can blend, so it is lighter and transitions through. I think if we'd have gone in with maybe the Latte, it may have just disappeared or looked a little bit muggy. We've just gone in with that lighter colour and it's just blending. A hell of a lot of kickback with that. It's everywhere. So that is lovely warm look. I'm going to try and cut the crease now, but there is a lot of fallout on those. You can see it right down my face, literally. But I'm going to use a concealer, and I'm going to use my flathead brush. This is a flat definer brush, but I like it to cut the crease. And we're going to add a little bit of sparkle into our lives there. Why the hell not? And also it will test the concealer to see if it can cover up the eyeshadow that I've put on my lid. Okay, so that is the crease cut. So, bit of sparkle. So there are 4 shimmers. So we've got Auburn, Blaze, Rose Quartz or Walnut. Now I'm thinking Rose Quartz or Blaze. So let's Rose Quartz and Blaze. That is Rose Quartz and Blaze there. So let's give those a little swatch. That's Rose Quartz and that is Blaze. I'm thinking Rose Quartz just lighten the look up a little bit, but they're both lovely. So I'm going to take my flat OG shader brush from Beauty Bay and I'm going to go into that Rose Quartz and see how we go with it on a brush before I go to fingers. That's nice. Is it muting into one kind of colour? May deepen the outer edges up a little bit just to make the shimmer more vivid. I love that Rose Quartz, I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to just deepen the outer corner a bit and blend that into that Rose Quartz because it's lovely, but I think it's kind of muted out by the other colours. They're very, very samey. I'm going to take this brush again. I'm going to go in with Merlot, which is this colour here, and see how that deepens up. So there's not as much kickback on that one as there is on the others. Not that it didn't look nice before, I just felt like some of the colours were lost a little bit. They just got a little bit samey, which is not what we want. Just blend that through a little bit there. Definitely a lot of kickback on these shadows. Not as much on the Merlot though, but there's a lot of kickback. I mean, for $5.99 though, you know, it's not going to set your world on fire, but it is a nice palette. So yeah, I think that looks nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of clean up and then I'm going to do the under eye. Okay, so that cleaned up quite nice underneath. Some of them can sometimes stain your skin, but I don't feel like that did at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit more concealer. Get a lot of use of this concealer today, it's like my best mate. And I'm just going to bob a bit in my under eye, just for something for the eyeshadow to stick to. I'm just going to bob that on the brush again. Don't want loads because I will do a full conceal later on. I'm just going to use my finger to blend that in. Just dry very quickly, this concealer, I have started to notice. I'm going to take lastly on this Morphe MB16 brush and I'm just going to sweep that under the eyes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Brick and I'm going to take Brick on this brush again. I'll just give it a quick wipe off. Just going to sweep that just here. Just not quite right on top of the lash line, but close to it. Oh, that looks quite nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Merlot on this Beauty Bay On Fleek brush. And I'm just going to put this just in the outer corner on the waterline there. Not right the way in, just kind of like halfway, just before the pupil. Okay, I'm going to add an eyeliner as well. So the eyeliner I'm going to use is my Catrice Cosmetics brown eyeliner. I love this. I bought it in Barcelona when I was there for a few days last year. But I do love this and I didn't get an eyeliner. So let's do this. I think that's looking well for a $5.99 palette. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, so, you know, it's looking good for on a warm look as well, you know, warm us up on these rainy days here in Manchester. So, mascara. I picked up the Too Legit waterproof mascara. Again, I think this was less than £5. Well, let's get into this bad boy. Guess what this is trying to look like? Does that look like a Benefit mascara by any chance? I've just googled it. It looks just like They're Real a little. I haven't got the They're Real mascara, so I can't say that it looks like it, but the packaging definitely the same. Don't know if the one's the same. Anyone can let me know in the comments down below. That's what that looks like. Doesn't smell too weird. I've got this thing about makeup that smells funny or weird. It just puts you off, doesn't it? You don't want to wear it. You don't want anything that stinks that close to your nose. So let's get these lashes curled and this mascara on. So that is the mascara. That went on really nicely. It's not a thickening mascara. My lashes don't look any thicker, but they do look very much separated and they're lengthened a little bit, which I need because I have the stubbiest little lashes in the whole wide world. The spool is a little bit weird to use with this thing on the end. I don't know if the Benefit one has this because, like I said, I don't have that mascara, but it's got this weird thing on the end. I don't know if you can see it. That little tip thing there. It's weird when you're using it, but I've just found that was quite good for getting like the corners. So, you know, it had its uses. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bob some lashes on, and I'm going to use the AOA Studio from my Miss A haul. That was my previous video, because I loved these lashes and they're affordable, and this is all about affordable Aldi makeup and affordable makeup. So I'm just going to go off camera, I'm going to bob these on, and then we'll come back and we'll do the rest of the face. Okay guys, so lashes are done. It just makes it look when you've got a decent set of lashes. But I want to deepen it up a little bit more. I know I do love the brown liner, but I think I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Gel Liner in my waterline, because I really think that it's going to make it just pop. So I'm going to take that on this My Kit Co 1.10 brush. Just going to dip that in there. Don't need a lot. I like using a gel liner in my waterline because it stays on all day long. I'm just gonna put that through. Look at the difference there already. It just looks, it's gonna pop. We were going for a muted look today to go with the bright red lip, but these things happen. So the face, the skin, I picked up the Snapshot Ready foundation primer. Now there was two, but I picked this one up. The other one was an illuminating primer, but this says a silky smooth foundation primer that creates the perfect canvas for makeup. Blur the look of pores and fine lines to become photo ready in a flash. Now I have got pores, and some might say my lines aren't too fine. Which brand do we think this one's going to be similar to? Shocking. Now the packaging on this, it's a bit see-through here, does look very similar to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, so let's give this a go. It squirts out very quickly, so it's see-through, quite a nice consistency. It feels nice. Let's get this primer. It feels a little bit thicker than the Smashbox. That feels nice. It's not gone bitty or anything. Like I say, it's oil free, so any girls out there that are a bit oily, then this may suit those, but it doesn't feel drying either. It's weird. It's very much like the Smashbox, but it's a nice sticky consistency for our foundation. So today I'm going to use the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate medium to full coverage foundation. We're going to keep this affordable, drugstore, all that jazz, because you know, we're using Aldi makeup, we want a good affordable look. Put this onto my hand and let's see how this performs with the primer. That has gone on lovely on top of that primer. It's really, really nice. Let's see how the concealer fares. Obviously the concealer is the same brand, so it should be good. Let's see how it performs with foundation. That concealer is nowhere near as thick as the NARS. I mean, it's a lovely concealer though. I'm just going to bob a little bit more on because I feel like I've still got a few bags there. I think it's a lovely light coverage concealer. Hopefully it won't go cakey. If it doesn't go cakey, it's a winner from me, because it's given me a decent coverage without being too heavy. That is nice. That has gone on lovely on top of the primer. The concealers work well with it. The colours work well together, funnily enough. I've highlighted my forehead, my nose, my chin, my under eyes, and it does look well with it. Just need to set the face. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution translucent loose powder because I just love it. So I'm going to bake a little bit on the under eyes, not too much though, we don't want to be cakey. I love that powder, but it goes everywhere, I swear to God. So I did get from Aldi the Cheeky Cheeks palette, which is a bronzer, highlighter and blush. It doesn't say what kind of colour it is. It's used bronzer for all over the face and neck for a sun-kissed glow, so it might be a bit shimmery. Let's take a look. So that is that. It doesn't look like it's trying to look like any other brand like a lot of the other products are, unless this does look like a brand that I don't know of. Let me know in the comments down below. This is here, so that bronzer looks nice. A highlighter and blush. Give them a quick swatch. They feel nice. So blusher, it's a bit shimmery for me. Bronzer looks just my colour, and highlighter. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice gold like that. Like, that's right up my street. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off this bake, and then I'm going to go in with the bronzer. Let's get this bake wiped away. I don't like to leave it too long because I don't want it to look cakey. I mean, we didn't really need to bake today, but it just gives the concealer a really good test on how it performs with powders. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm going to give that bronzer a little swirl and bring that down. That does look quite intense. give that a little blending. That is nice, I like that. The jawline, get the forehead done. That powder's performing really, really well on top of the foundation, which is part of the reason I didn't set the face, because I wanted to see how the powder's performed on the foundation rather than on the powder that's on top of the foundation, if that makes sense. A little bit down the nose. Better not forget this other jaw. I've not got two jars. Forget this side of my jar. That looks nice. I do like that. So, blusher. This is a bit shimmery, so it may not be my cup of tea, but we're going to give it a little go anyway. Nothing's happening. I can see it just looks like a highlighter. It does just look like a highlighter. It doesn't look like a blusher at all. It is very, very shimmery though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my, I've had this for donkeys and I use it every single day. It's a Miss Sporty Instant Glow Blusher and I just love it. I'm going to use the same brush, give that a swirl. See, I've not even hit pan on there. I use it every single day. I couldn't even tell you how long I've had this for. So I'm just going to get some blusher in that way. Better. It's still shimmery with the Aldi blusher underneath, but it looks much more blushing. Yeah, that is better. The highlighter. Let's do the highlighter. I'm going to use this massive fan brush. I've not used it for ages and I just fancy it. Oh, that is very, very powdery. Can anyone see that? That is really powdery. Like that. That looks nice. I think I'm going to have to go in with a bit more of a detail brush though. Let's use this Morphe M438. I think this is actually a contour brush, but I just like using it for highlighter. That's got a glow. That looks nice. I like that. That's what I'm going to use on my inner corner. Maybe not my brow bone because it's a bit goldy. But what I'm going to do is I've got picked up my Makeup Geek chiseled cheek brush because I'm going to go back in with the bronzer. I'm just going to chisel those bad boys out a little bit. Oh god, I love this. Do like that. That is nice. So I'm going to set the rest of my face now and I'm just going to use my Fit Me Matte and Poreless shade 105 pressed powder. I love this. Again, I use this every day and I couldn't tell you how long I've had this for and I've never reached pan. These are so worth the money. I pat in as well. I don't swipe because I feel like you're moving everything that you've done around your face. So I'm just going to take that. I'm going to do the end of my nose and my Cupid's bow with the highlighter. This is this. Note to self, must remember to tell people what I'm actually doing. I'm just going to take this flat Morphe G20 brush and I'm going to take that highlighter and bob that on the inner corner. See that gold looks lovely with that. Do I go for my brow bone with it? Screw it. It looks nice. I like it. I'm going to blend that in a little bit with my finger. I like that. Looks nice. Let's set the face. Why am I so excited? I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Glass Glow Fix because again we are keeping this affordable. I love that stuff. I just love like spraying stuff on my face. So lips, they had one lipstick and I picked it up regardless of the colour. The colour is Vogue. So let's get this bad boy open. So that is the packaging there and that's the lipstick right there. So that is really red. That is a deep, deep red. I have got as a lip liner my Essence. This is the reddest one I've got. Is it? Let me check. I have a Barry M one that is the reddest one I've got. I'm going to use this to line the lips. I didn't have any lip liners. And I'm going to put the lipstick on the top and see how we go. So that is the lips lined. I'm going to go in with a lipstick. I have got a lip brush ready as well if we need it. That is quite intense. Feels quite creamy. So guys, this is the finished look right here. I love it. I think it looks amazing for products that cost me less than 25 quid. Yes, I've mixed my own products up into it. I didn't get a full face. You know, who'd have thought it? Aldi was going to do makeup. I know a lot of the other supermarkets do makeup. So if this is maybe a series that you want to see, just comment down below and I will look into it. You know, Tesco do makeup, Asda do makeup. So I think I spent less than £25 when I went and did my food shop. I didn't think these products were going to be available at my local Aldi because generally they're not, even though it is quite a big store. You might not get them in all of them, or they get them and they sell out instantly. But I dropped lucky. I went on a day where they were there and picked up quite a bit for my money, in my opinion. I've used the Aldi skincare range before. I've used that loads and I've always liked it. It's really, really nice for the money. So the products, the concealer. Now this is definitely trying to be a dupe for the NARS. The packaging is so similar. So this is your Aldi, this is your NARS. Right here, you know, they are trying to put heads a little bit there. Is it like the NARS? No, but the NARS is like 25 quid. I've had a quick Google because I can't remember all the prices, and this was £7.98 for a pack of 2. If you're looking for a really nice everyday concealer that's not going to go cake, it's got decent coverage, it's going to cover your bags, then this is your man. You can see that you can't see the dark circles. I've put a bake on top of it and it's not gone cakey yet. So I used it on top of the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation. It worked well on top of them. I did the Old Tree Alive down the nose, chin, under eye, and it worked well on top of those. Primer. This is definitely trying to be a Smashbox primer. It's oil free, which I liked, and it says it's pore filling and conceals your fine lines. It went on well. It went on really nice. It's really thick. That was one thing I didn't like. It's really, really, really thick. So a little bit will go a long way. Again, I think this was like £3.99 or £4.99 or something like that. What I will do is I'll try and link everything down below. The foundation did perform well on top of it. You can see that it looks nice. It's not caked, it's not really going into any lines or anything. So I think that, you know, those three, the concealer, the foundation, the primer, worked really, really well together. You know, and it's a £10 foundation. We're all about affordable and getting more bang for your buck. Moving on to the mascara. This is definitely trying to look like the Benefit All Nighter mascara. I haven't got the Benefit All Nighter mascara, so I don't know if it is a comparison. If you have and you've tried this, let me know in the comments down below if they are similar. But this worked well. It didn't thicken my lashes, it did lengthen them and it separated them, so you got a lovely thin lash. An everyday mascara. It is waterproof as well. Hopefully it's not going to take an atom bomb to get off my lashes later. I would get that again, I'd get the concealer again, and I'd get the primer again. The palettes, I got the Cheeky Cheeks palette and the Naturals Intense palette. This was £4.99, this was £5.99. So the Cheeky Cheeks palette, you got a bronzer, a highlighter and a blush. I liked everything apart from the blusher. The blusher was just not for me. It didn't look like it was going on the cheeks at first, and then it did, and it was like sparkly. It's too shimmery for a blusher for me, if you can see that there. It's just too shimmery. I may use it as an eyeshadow, but I'm not going to use it as a blusher. I didn't like it. But for the price, the bronzer was amazing. The highlighter was lovely, gold highlighter, and the bronzer was just my colour, luckily. This was the only cheek palette that they had. Didn't see any other bronzers or anything like that. I really liked this. To be honest with you, there wasn't a lot I didn't like. The eyeshadow palette. This is definitely trying to be like the Urban Decay Naked Heat. It's the packaging's the same as like the Naked 2 and 3, if you've got those, and the colours are just definitely trying to be the Naked Heat. So that is it there. If anybody wants me to do a dupe test, let me know in the comments down below and I will film that for you. But it was nice. Some of the colours did kind of merge into one colour, whether that was what I used in the order that I used it or that was just this palette. Some of them it looked like it was going to take a little bit to get it going, which it did. You did have to build it up a little bit, but the palette's £5.99, you know, it's not going to set your world on fire, but it's still a good palette. Would I get the others? Yeah, possibly. If the colours excite me, yes I would. The other one was very much like a brown neutral, and the other one was very like cool tones, greys and silvers. If I go back again and they've got them, I may pick them up and do some more videos depending on what's available, but this is the one I went for at the time. I'm glad I went for this. It is right up my street, these warm tone colours. I think it looks lovely. They blended well, they were creamy, they're not patchy. What more do you want for £5.99, you know? The lipstick. The lipstick looks really nice. The rule is do a very nice light look and a red lip, but you know, we're all about breaking rules over on this channel out there. It was on sale for £2.50 or something like that. They had no other colours, so I just grabbed it and rolled with it because I love a red lip anyway, you know, it's gonna get used. But it went on really, really well. It's creamy, not quite matte, but I wouldn't say it was a gloss lip. It's just lovely. I really, really like it. I used it with the Barry M lip liner. So round up, I loved pretty much everything. The only thing I didn't like was the blusher in the palette, but I think I'll use it for other things. I think I'll use it as a lovely highlighter or eyeshadow, either. For the money I've paid, I think I've got absolute bargains here. They were lovely. They're really, really, really nice. I'll link everything down below. I'll link the other affordable products that I've used. You know, we did get the bare bones of a full face. If I do go again and they've got any Aldi foundations or anything, I'll pick them up and we'll do another video on them. But I'm really, really, really impressed. Will I buy Aldi makeup again? Yes, I absolutely would. I thought it was so good. If you do want me to do any more supermarket videos, please comment down below and I will look into doing that for you guys. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It really helps me out, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.